Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So today's topic is going to be based on a WAEC question on logarithm of number less than 1, greater than 1, then the one comprises of all the operations under logarithm of numbers. So the operation I mean multiplication, division, powers, and the root of numbers less than and greater than 1. So here is the first question. The question comes from WAEC 1995, question 6C. So the question goes thus: use logarithm table to evaluate log, 3.68 raised to power 2 multiplied by 6.705 all over square root of 0.3581. So the first thing to do, we have to prepare the table. So to prepare the table, we are going to have this. We have the number, we have the log. So we can as well have another log here. So the first number under consideration is 3.68 raised to power of 2. So starting with the number under the bracket, inside the bracket, we have 3.68. So the first thing to do, we are going to express 3.68 in standard form to know our integer part. So 3.68 in standard form is 3.68, which is 3.68 times 10 raised to power 0, because we didn't move an inch. So the power to base 10 is 0. So the integer part of this number is 0 point. Then we are going to look for the log of 36 under 8. So logarithm of 36 under 8 is given as 5658. Then the power of 2 here. What are we going to do with this? We are going to use the power of 2 to multiply the logarithm. So we are going to have multiplied by 2. So by multiplying this by 2, we have 16, 6 carry 1. 10 is 0, plus 1, 11, 1 carry 1, 12, that's 2 times 6, 12, 12 plus 1, that's 13, 3 carry 1, 2 multiplied by 5, 10 plus 1, 11, 1 carry 1, then 2 times 0, that is 0, plus 1 that we carry, that is 1. So it means the log of 3.68 raised to power 2 gives us 1.1316. So we are done with the first number. So let's move to the second number, which is 6.705. So here we are going to look for the integer part of this as well by expressing the number in standard form. So we have 6.705, which is equal to 6.705 multiplied by 10 raised to power of 0, because we didn't move an inch. So the standard form is the form A times 10 raised to power of n, which is the number between 1 and 9. And the first number between 1 and 9 here is 6. So we have 6.06705 times 10 raised to power 0. So the power to base 10 is 0. So the integer part is also 0 point. So you now look for logarithm of 67 under 0. Difference of 5. So 8 to 6, 1. Difference of 5, that is difference of 5 is 3. So we are going to have 8 to 6, 4. So we have 8 to 6, 4. That is log of 6.705. So the next thing to do, we are going to operate the first two logarithms. That is log of 3.68 raised to power 2, which is 1.1316, and log of 6.705, which is 0.8264. So the operation here is multiplication, is going to change to addition. So by adding the two together, we have 0 carry 1, that is 8, 5, 9.1. So we have 1.9580. That is for numerator. So we are going to move to denominator. And the denominator is square root of 0.35. So we have square root of 0.35 3581. So the first thing to do here is to get the integer part. And what is integer part of 0.3581? That is by 1 point. So under this, we are going to look for 35 under 8 difference 1, so as to get the decimal number part. So adding the two numbers together is 0, 4, 5, 5. So we have 5, 5, 4, 0. So to make use of the square root, we are going to divide the logarithm of 0.3581 by 2 because of the square root there. So it's going to be divided by 2. So let's move answer to numerator to the last column, which is 1.9580. So by 1.5540 divided by 2. 2 and by 1 it cannot go, so we are going to express by 1 as a factor of 2. So here now, to get a number that 2 can go in without remainder, we are going to express our denominator as minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 will give us by 1. So we can have another factor or another multiples of 2. Like minus 4 plus 3. Minus 4 plus 3, 2 can go in minus 4. But the one that is closest to minus 1 is minus 2. That's why we go for minus 2 plus 1. So you now replace by 1 with by 2 plus 1.5540 all over 2. So dividing this numerator by denominator, we are going to have 2 and by 2, that is by 1 plus, so 2 and 1 is 0. So we have a 0 there. That is minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. Point 2 and you carry 1 to this place, making 15. 2 and 15, that is 7, remainder 1. 2 and 15 again, 7, remainder 1. 2 and 14, 7. Then 2 and 0, that is 0. So which means by 1.5540 divided by 2 give us by 1.7770. So to avoid the mix-up, I'm going to divide this with this. So up to this point. So as to avoid mix-up. So answer to the numerator is 1.9580, while answer to the denominator is by 1.7770. So we have division in between numerator and denominator. So we are going to subtract. The division sign will change to subtraction under logarithm. So we are going to look for, we are going to subtract by 1.770 from 1.9580. So 0 minus 0. So the log of 6.705 is 0.8264. So because of the multiplication here, we are going to add the two answers together. So I'm posting it to the other side because of space. So 6 plus 4, we have 0 carry 1, that's 10, 0 carry 1. Then we have 8. Then here we have 3 plus 2, that is 5. 8 plus 1, 9. 1 plus 0, that is 1. So we have 1.9580. That is for addition of these two. So the next thing is to move to the denominator. Under denominator, we have square root of 0.3581. So the first thing to do is look for the integer part. So the integer part is by 1. So you're going by the number of the 0 before the non-zero number. So we have by 1. So you now look for log of 35 under 1 differentiate so as to get the decimal number part. So logarithm of 35 under 8 log of 35 under 8 is 5539. 5539. 5539. Difference of 1. Difference of 1 is 5539. 5539. Difference of 1 is 1. So difference of 1 is 1. So we are going to add the two numbers together. 9 plus 1, 10 is 0, carry 1, 4, 5, 5. So we have 5, 5, 4, 0. So because of the square root here, we are going to divide this number by 2. So to divide by 1.5540 by 2, we are going to express minus 1 as a factor of 2. So to get the factor of 2, we are going to have minus 2 plus 1. So minus 2 plus 1 will give us minus 1, which is by 1. So we still have another multiple of 2, which is minus 4. Then minus 4 plus 4 will give us, that's minus 4 plus 3. We also give us minus 1. But we are going to go for the one that is close, that is minus 2 is closer to minus 1. That's why we are going to go for minus 2 plus 1 instead of minus 4 plus 3. So we have minus 2 plus 1.5540 divided by 2. So this 2, you use it to divide the numerator. So the next thing to do is to divide 2 in by 2, that is by 1. By 2, we have by 1 plus 2 in 1, that is 0 point. So you transfer the 1 to this place, making 15. 2 in 15, 7. Remainder 1, we have 15. 2 in 15, 7. Remainder 1. 2 in 14, 7. Then 2 in 0, that is 0. So minus 1, which is by 1 plus 0.7770 is also known as by 1.7770, because minus 1 plus 0 is minus 1. That's why we have by 1.7770. So we are done with the denominator. So the next thing to do is to make use of the division. So division will change to subtraction. So we now we subtract denominator, answer to denominator from answer to numerator. So we have this. So to do that, is 0 minus 0, that is 0. 8 minus 7, 1. 5 minus 7, impossible, you borrow 1. So you are left with 8. So we have 15. 15 minus 7, that is 8. Then we are left with 8 here. 8 minus 7, 1. 1 minus 1. So we have 1 minus, this minus is this. So minus, open bracket, minus 1. So we have 1 minus times minus plus. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So we have 2.1810. So the next thing to do is to look for antilog of 18 under 1. Antilog of 18 under 1. So what is antilog of 18 under 1? Antilog of 18 under 1 is 1517. So we don't have any difference. 1517. But to know where the decimal point is going to be on this value depends on the integer here, which is 2. So we are going, since we have whole number, we are going to add 1 to it, making 3. So that will tell us the number of numbers we are going to count, or number of digits we are going to count before having our decimal point. Since we have 2 here, add 1 to it, making 3. So you now count from here, 1, 2, 3. So we have 151.7. Assuming it is 3 that we have here, we still have 1 to it, making 4. So you now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, decimal point. If it is 1, you still add 1 to it, 1, 2, then point. Well, since we have to add 1 to it, making 3, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3 digit, 0.7. So that is our final answer for this given question. which is WAEC 1995 question 6C. Thank you. So here is the class activities. So it's WAEC 1997 question 6A. I want you all to practice it and send your results to the platform, to my comment section.
Alright, this is the end of today's class. Thank you very much for your attention. As you can see on the board right now, so you're going to solve this question as the class activity. So after solving it, so write your answer in the comment section under this video. So we meet in the next session. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to this channel, you can still subscribe. You can share the videos with your friends. You can ask them to join our channel so that you can learn lots in mathematics. Thank you very much. We meet in the next video.